Hi, my name is David Fleming from Disciples Ignited, and we are studying gems in John. And today we're going to be looking at John chapter 2, where Jesus has just cleansed the temple, and the leaders of the temple, the Pharisees, the Sadducees, the Sanhedrin, were giving Jesus a hard time. And this is what they said in John chapter 2, verse 18. And I'll be reading it to you from the NIV. The Jews then responded to him, "What sign can you show us to prove your authority to do all this?" Jesus answered them, "Destroy this temple, and I will raise it again in 3 days." They replied, "It has taken 46 years to build this temple, and you're going to raise it in 3 days?" But the temple he had spoken of was his body. When Jesus said this, he knew that they were going to misunderstand. So why did he say it that way? Why did he say, "Destroy this temple and I'll raise it in 3 days"? He knew that they were going to think that he was talking about the temple. So why did Jesus speak so cryptically? Why did he speak in such mysterious ways? Why did he just tell them in a way that they would understand? Well, as you read through the Gospels, you'll find that whenever Jesus was speaking to the masses or to the Pharisees or the Sadducees or to those in leadership, he often spoke in cryptic ways. But then when the disciples, those who followed Jesus, those who had put their faith in him, he would explain exactly what he was talking about. To the crowds, to the masses, he spoke in parables, and they enjoyed the stories. But there was a spiritual essence behind those nice parables, those stories that Jesus later explained to the disciples. Well, why didn't he just explain it all to everybody? It's for this very simple reason. Jesus only gives treasures to those that are going to treasure them. He said, "Don't cast your pearls before swine." That's what he told us not to do. Don't cast your pearls. Don't cast your treasures. The treasures that I give to you, don't just give them out to anybody, because some of them are going to make fun of it and just trample upon it. So you treat it as a treasure. Everything that Jesus says is a treasure. And he doesn't just cast them out to those that are going to make fun of it. He treats it as the treasure that it is. So when he spoke to the Jews in the temple that day and he said, "Tear down this temple and I'll raise it in 3 days." Yes, he was speaking of his resurrection. But he spoke that not only as a testimony that the disciples would remember after he had been raised from the dead, because the Word of God says, after he was raised from the dead, his disciples recalled what he had said. Just remember, if you don't understand what Jesus is saying, if it seems to be cryptic, if it seems to be mysterious, go to him humbly and say, "Lord, could you please explain to me what you mean? Give me understanding, because everything that you say is a treasure. And Lord, I'll treat it as the treasure that it is, if you'll just open up the eyes of my heart so that I may understand." Jesus is looking for such people that will treat that which he says as the treasure that it is. May that be you and me, because everything Jesus says is truth, is life, is spirit, is a treasure. Join with me tomorrow, because there are so many more gems in the Gospel of John that I want to share with you. So I'll see you tomorrow.